That ain't have nothing to do with me nor Kirk. Them bitches was coming at you about your because they had too much ammo for you.
Don't act like you didn't say that.
I wasn't there. And I damn sure ain't gonna come to somebody about they on some hair.
Rasheeda just did the unthinkable. Cameras were rolling. Yandy never saw it coming. One explosive slap. And fans are still trying to figure out why it happened. What really went down behind the scenes? And what happens now? It all started like a typical episode. There was the glitz, the bold outfits, the quiet side-eyes between cast members that hinted something was bubbling beneath the surface. But nobody could have guessed just how far things would go that day. Rasheeda and Yandy met up on set for what fans assumed would be a regular conversation. A little drama, maybe some shade, but nothing out of the ordinary. And then just like that, things took a dark turn. Rasheeda's voice started to rise, her words got sharper, and the tension became so thick it felt like the air shifted. Yandy stood her ground, calm at first but clearly thrown off. The exchange heated up quickly, and before anyone could react, Rasheeda raised her hand and slapped Yandy across the face. It echoed through the set, freezing every cast and crew member in place. The cameras kept rolling. No one moved. It wasn't scripted. It wasn't fake. That moment hit harder than anyone expected. Their friendship used to be something fans admired. Rasheeda and Yandy had always been seen as two of the more level-headed women on the show. They weren't known for reckless fights or wild meltdowns. Instead, they carried themselves like women who had seen enough drama to rise above it. They laughed together, gave each other advice, and even backed one another when others in the group turned toxic. But somewhere along the way, things began to change. The closeness they once had started to fade. There were moments during last season that felt off, shady side comments, long pauses when one mentioned the other, and rumors that neither of them ever addressed. Fans picked up on the weird energy, but nothing was confirmed. Now, in light of the slap, it seems clear that this tension had been building for a long time. And maybe, just maybe, Rasheeda had been holding back until that moment. Some say it was all business. That behind the scenes, Rasheeda and Yandy had planned to collaborate on a major brand launch. A beauty line that was supposed to blend both of their styles. But things went sideways. Allegedly, Yandy took the idea and ran with it on her own, pitching a solo project that looked suspiciously similar to the one they discussed. Rasheeda didn't confront her immediately. She stayed cool in public, but insiders say she was furious. And then, there are those who believe it had nothing to do with business at all. Instead, whispers from production hint at a cast dinner where Yandy made a snide comment about Kirk and his history of cheating. Rasheeda brushed it off at the time, but deep down she felt betrayed. Whatever the truth is, it's clear this wasn't just a heat-of-the-moment fight. There was pain, there was history, and there was a breaking point. When the slap happened, the entire energy on set changed. Erica Mena looked like she'd seen a ghost. Her jaw dropped and she backed away slowly, clutching her purse like she might need to duck next. Carly Red gasped loud enough to make heads turn. No one said anything for a few seconds. It was one of those moments where time slows down, and everyone's just trying to process what they witnessed. Kirk, usually the first to speak up, stood silent. His eyes followed Rasheeda, but his mouth didn't move. He didn't rush to her side. He didn't defend her or scold her. It was as if he didn't recognize what had just happened. Yandy, ever composed, didn't lash out. She held her face, her expression unreadable, and walked away. No cameras chased her. No producers tried to stop her. She exited the scene without a word, leaving behind a cast stunned and a crew unsure of what to do next. The moment the scene aired, social media exploded. Twitter couldn't believe what they had just witnessed. Clips of the slap were reposted thousands of times within the first hour. Memes flooded timelines. One fan tweeted that they felt that slap through the screen, and judging by the replies, they weren't alone. Rasheeda, who's normally known for keeping her composure, shocked everyone. Fans were divided. Some felt Yandy had it coming, that she'd been getting too slick with her words and finally crossed the wrong line. Others thought Rasheeda had let her emotions go too far and damaged her reputation in one impulsive moment. The divide grew rapidly. Team Rasheeda versus Team Yandy became a trending war, with each side defending their favorite and digging up past clips for evidence. As the dust settled, theories started flying. Fans dissected every second of the altercation, zooming in on facial expressions, lip movements, and body language. Some believed the whole thing was real, raw, and emotional. Others were convinced the producers knew something was brewing and let it play out for ratings. A small group of fans even claimed that the entire slap was planned as part of a long-term storyline. But most viewers weren't buying that. The way Yandy walked off without a single dramatic line, the way Rasheeda's face flushed with real anger, it all looked too personal to be staged. There's even talk that Yandy might quit the show. A few insiders say she's not returning calls from production and that she's waiting for a public apology before she agrees to appear in future episodes. Meanwhile, Rasheeda hasn't said a word on social media. She hasn't posted a statement, a video, or even a cryptic quote. Her silence is fueling speculation. This slap didn't just affect their relationship. It may have just flipped the entire dynamic of the season. If Yandy decides to walk, the tension could spill into her circle. Especially Mendices, who's always tried to stay neutral. Kirk is now in an awkward spot too. As Rasheeda's husband, people expect him to defend her, but his hesitation during the scene raised a few eyebrows. What's got people talking more than anything isn't just the slap itself, it's what came after. There was no on-camera apology, no explanation, no emotional breakdown like we've seen in past seasons when fights happened. Rasheeda walked away from that moment like she had finally said what she needed to say, with her hand. And that silence was louder than anything else. Yandy's exit, calm and wordless, made the situation even heavier. It didn't feel like a regular love and hip-hop argument that would be patched up over drinks in the next episode. It felt final, like a door slammed shut, and neither woman was in a rush to open it again. Behind the scenes, crew members reportedly had to shut down filming for the day. According to someone close to the show, producers were in panic mode. This wasn't a storyline they planned for. It caught everyone off guard. They were scrambling to figure out how to control the damage without losing the authenticity that fans clearly connected with. Because while the slap was shocking, what made it powerful was how real it felt. You could see the history behind it, the quiet betrayals, the conversations that happened off camera. It was one of those moments where reality TV didn't feel like TV anymore. It just felt like real life. Yandy, for her part, has kept an uncharacteristic silence online. She's known for being vocal, especially when things get messy. But this time she's gone completely dark. No tweets, no Instagram stories, not even a repost of fan support. And that's what's making fans wonder if this cut deeper than anyone expected. Did she feel humiliated? Betrayed? Blindsided? Everyone has their theories, but the truth is, only Yandy knows exactly how that moment felt. And if she does decide to speak, it could either calm the flames or throw gasoline on them. On Rasheeda's side, people are divided. Some say she had every right to defend herself after months of shady behavior from Yandy. Others are disappointed, saying violence.
That thing had nothing to do with me nor Kirk. Them bitches was coming at you about your because they had too much ammo for you.
Don't act like you didn't say that.
I wasn't there. Now, damn sure ain't gonna come to somebody about they on some hair.